Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, but the concrete walls of your room are gone. Instead, you are standing in a dense, dark forest. The air smells like damp earth and raw fear. Suddenly, the bushes shake. A massive 9-foot-tall saber-toothed tiger steps out, locking its eyes onto you. You have no armor, no tribesmen, and no escape. But in your hands, you feel the cold, heavy steel of a fully loaded AK-47. With a single squeeze of the trigger, a deafening roar echoes through the ancient valley. The beast drops dead. To the hidden human eyes watching you from the trees, you didn't just kill a monster. You just commanded thunder and lightning. You are no longer a modern human. You are a living god. It is the ultimate time travel fantasy, bringing the world's most reliable assault rifle back to the Stone Age to conquer the world. You would have no armies to stop you, no body armor to resist you, and a weapon that can pierce through mammoth hide like butter. It sounds like an easy win, right? You build a throne, make cavemen fetch you grapes, and rule the planet. But history and science have a funny way of ruining a good fantasy. The truth is, if you actually tried this, your empire would not last a year. In fact, you might not even survive the month. Let's look at the terrifying, chaotic, and downright hilarious reality of what happens when modern firepower meets primitive survival. Let's start with the fun part. Day 1. The Stone Age was a brutal time. Humans lived in small tribes, constantly fighting off predators and neighboring clans. Violence was a daily chore. When you first encounter a tribe of Homo sapiens or Neanderthals, they won't greet you with a handshake. They will likely see you as a weirdly dressed intruder and throw a sharpened flint spear at your chest. This is where your AK-47 does its magic. You don't even need to aim at them. You just point the barrel at the sky and let out a 3-round burst. The sound alone would be a psychological nuclear bomb. In the Stone Age, the loudest sound anyone had ever heard was thunder. Now, a strange creature in a colorful shirt is holding thunder in their hands. The tribe would immediately drop to their knees. On day 1, your modern weapon makes you an instant dictator. You can easily take over the local tribe. You can order them to build you a shelter, bring you the best cuts of roasted mammoth meat, and fan you with giant leaves. For the first few days, you are living the dream. You are the undisputed king of the prehistoric jungle. But here is where our grand illusion begins to shatter. Let's look at the first major flaw in this plan. Math. You brought a fully loaded AK-47. A standard magazine holds 30 rounds of ammunition. Even if we assume you were smart enough to bring a backpack stuffed with extra magazines, let's say 300 bullets total, that is still just 300 pieces of lead. The term Stone Age sounds like a small, simple time, but it actually spans millions of years, and the human population was spread across the entire globe. Millions of humans and millions of dangerous animals occupied the earth. Every single time you pull that trigger to defend your crown or hunt an animal, you are counting down to your own doom. There are no gun shops in 10,000 BC. There are no factories to manufacture gunpowder, brass casings, or primers. If a rival tribe attacks with 500 warriors, you literally do not have enough bullets to kill them all. Even if you use your bullets perfectly, one day you will pull the trigger and you will hear the most terrifying sound in human history. Click. Empty. Suddenly, your legendary weapon of mass destruction is nothing more than a very heavy, very expensive metal club. And a club is something cavemen know exactly how to deal with. Let's look past the ammo problem. Let's assume you use your gun strictly for intimidation, rarely firing a shot. Can you rule the world then? Well, you have a massive bias. You are assuming your biggest enemy is other humans. It's not. Your biggest enemies are invisible, and your AK-47 cannot shoot them. First, let's talk about food and hygiene. You are used to filtered water and cooked food inspected by government agencies. In the Stone Age, water is filled with ancient parasites, and that mammoth meat your subjects brought you might have been sitting out in the sun for 2 days. One bad sip of river water, and you will be struck down by prehistoric diarrhea. It's hard to look like an all-powerful warlord when you are crying behind a bush, fighting for your life against a stomach bug. Second, think about medical care. A simple scratch from a thorn or a bite from a prehistoric mosquito could give you an infection. Without modern antibiotics, a minor fever will turn you into a corpse within a week. Your AK-47 can kill a saber-toothed cat, but it is completely useless against a common bacteria. Furthermore, we often make the mistake of thinking ancient humans were stupid just because they didn't have smartphones. They weren't stupid. They were masters of observation. They survived in a world of giant monsters using nothing but their brains. They will watch you. They will notice that the magic thunder stick only works when it is in your hands. They will notice that you have to sleep. They will see that despite your godlike weapon, you bleed when cut, you cry when you stub your toe, and you can't run as fast as they can. The fear will eventually turn into curiosity, and curiosity will turn into a plan. One night, while you are fast asleep, dreaming of your digital life back home, the tribe won't challenge you to a fair duel. They will simply creep into your tent with a heavy rock. Your AK-47 will be sitting right next to you, perfectly clean, completely loaded, and entirely useless as a sharp stone ends your reign before you can even open your eyes. So, could you rule the world with an AK-47 in the Stone Age? The answer is a definitive no. The gun gives you immediate power, but immediate power is short-lived. It breeds arrogance, ignores logistics, and makes you a target. If you truly want to go back in time and rule the ancient world, leave the gun at home. Instead, bring a backpack full of knowledge. Bring the knowledge of how to purify water. Bring the knowledge of crop rotation and basic agriculture. Teach them how to smelt bronze or iron, how to create a basic calendar, and how to practice basic hygiene to stop infections. A gun only allows you to destroy, but the person who introduces medicine, agriculture, and metallurgy, that person doesn't just rule a tribe for a few weeks. They build the first empire in human history. They become a true god whose name is carved into stone for eternity. So if you ever find a time machine, leave the weapons behind. Bring a science textbook instead. It's much lighter, it never runs out of ammo, and best of all, it won't accidentally shoot you in the foot.